Hey, hi everybody. I am Stefani Dunn. I am so excited to be back on our Monday night Zooms with you guys. I've been off traveling a little bit, and so time change is a little crazy, but how fun that we can take the business anywhere and had some awesome Zooms the past couple weeks. But I'm excited for this week, you guys. We are leading up to green carpet. So for those of you that don't know, I've been in the company for 14 years, and we are doing something, launching something this weekend at Green Carpet that I've never seen in my 14 years. So, you guys, I'm super excited about it. I know a little bit of the things. And so, you are all going to like hit the floor, cry, be excited. Like, I am just super thrilled for you guys for this of what we're about to do. So, I've just seen incredible things over this last year with John and Sherry Lynn taking over. All the right things are happening. We're getting amazing products. The systems are in place. And so for those of you that are new, you may hear like, how do we get started? What do we do? And when I got started, I remember hearing diamond, and I kept hearing, you just got to get to diamond. It's basically like your license to print money. So some of you may come in and you're like, I don't know, I just love the product. I love to share about it. And maybe you're just making, you want to make a couple hundred extra dollars. And then maybe there's some of you that are really looking to like turn this into a full-time income. And diamond is kind of that segue into making that full-time income. So is there anybody on tonight? Drop a one if you want to know how to go to diamond and start making a full-time income with it work. So I know that I've seen this over the years. For those of you that don't know, we've even made over 100 millionaires in it work. So, you can get started just to pay your bills and then go all the way up to just, making it a full-time income and teaching other people to do that. And so one of the things we always love to share is I could tell you my story over and over again, but hearing other people accomplish diamond and above, it just excites me so much. And once you figure out how to enroll a customer and a distributor, you can do the business. There's no stopping you. So we're excited. I'm excited to have Danielle on. I think she's co-host. I think I got her on there. Danny, are you able to unmute yourself? Yay, you are. Awesome. Well, I don't want to take away from you sharing a little bit about your story and how you went diamond and how you continue to grow. But you guys, let's congratulate Danny. Give her some love in the chat. We can't wait to hear her story and share a little bit. So be ready, you guys. I know a lot of you have started back in August over the last couple of weeks, really being prepared for what we're about to do this weekend. So if you haven't got started yet and you're like, I don't even know where to start, this is a perfect Zoom for you to just be like, have that confidence, be brave to reach out to people and let them know you're part of an amazing company that is going to change a lot of lives. And it's with product or even income wise. We have the ability to do both. But Danny, you first, congratulations. You went diamond. So how exciting, that's an exciting thing. But can you share a little bit about your story? Are you a mom, a wife? Like, do you work full time at all? Like, people want to know that. How did how did you get started and how did you go diamond?
So I joined this business because I just recently have a little boy. He is 10 months old. And I right away was like, okay, I need to supplement my income for daycare because we all know how expensive that is. But I wasn't totally invested in it right away until I had to go back to work and leave my little guy with someone else. And so that's when I reached out to Sarah. She's kind of always kept tabs on me, asking if I was still interested. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So I think it was April is when I really like got fully invested in it. And I was just like, I want to quit my job. I want to do this full time. Like, what does it take? And Sarah's like, this is what you got to do. So I went back in, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I went back and I talked to my boyfriend and I just kind of told him, I was like, this is what we're going to do. I started contacting my family and my friends, seeing if they were interested. I'm from a very small town in North Dakota. And so I don't know if you guys have family that are skeptics, but my parents are one of them. So just trying to keep them on board was a challenge right away. And now everyone's very positive. They've become Perks members, which is awesome. to have that support.
So a new mama, you guys, do you know anybody right now that has kids, or, maybe they just had a baby or they're thinking about going to daycare? Write that down. That's a huge thing. Daycare costs are not cheap. Heck, inflation alone, you guys, it's a crazy thing. So don't give up on reaching out to people. So Danny, you kind of shared that a little bit, that Sarah kept kind of checking in. So if you feel like, you're reaching out to people, don't give up on them. Like, you just never know when a life change kind of happens. So you got started. So we know you're a new mama. So congratulations on this. Like, a lot of life is going on for you. So when you decided, okay, I need to make this full-time income, like, I want to do this, what do I need to do? What are some of the things that you decided? Obviously, your mindset was ready to do that. So for those of you that are on listening, you've got to make a decision in your mind and know that it's going to take discipline. It wasn't easy. She had a newborn, she's working, she decided she wanted to do this. So can you walk us through kind of what that looked like, making that commitment?
Yeah, it started with just quit overthinking. I am an overthinker. I always had an excuse, essentially, like, I don't have content, I don't know what to say. What if they judge me? And just getting past that and realize that, if who cares if they judge you, because they're not the ones that are going to decide if you're going to be a stay-at-home mom with your little ones, or if you're going to have to go to work every day, or whatever it may be. That's just how I feel about it anyways. Whatever it is that your why is, they're not going to be the ones that get you there. You might have the ones that support you, but the people that are going to judge you, who cares? So getting past that and just doing the steps. The people, your team leaders, they've been in this business, they've gotten to where they are because they know what to do. And to be able to just actually listen, follow the steps, post daily, whether it's stories, um, TikTok, which I've just slowly been trying to get into. One of the gals on our team, I was checking out her TikTok today, because that's my fall goal, is to get into TikTok. Is stepping out of my comfort zone is stories. Like, I could do stories all the time and post my little ones, but Reels and TikTok is something that I want to do to step out of my new comfort zone.
So when you decided, like, you guys, she gave some great tips. Don't overthink it, just do it. A lot of you are stopped just by that alone and getting that, like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? I remember feeling like that. And honestly, being bold and being you and getting out, that's the best thing. I'm like, I haven't shared enough of my story because there's so many new people that don't know my story or how I got started, that we were going through bankruptcy, that we had fitness franchises. So I want to do a better job personally, like, sharing your story. So if you're new, don't be afraid to, you may think, I don't have a story. You do have a story. Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're working full time and you're so excited to add this to make some extra couple $100 to get you the freedom of time, or, to pay for another bill, whatever that is. So, when you did this, she said a couple things, you guys. She hasn't really introduced TikTok a whole lot yet. So take us back to you when you're going to Diamond. So mainly you probably worked Facebook and Instagram. And so what do you think that really made that transition for you to get customers and distributors? Was it host to post? Was it stories? Was it posting? Maybe it's all of it. People want to know. So Danny, what is it?
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything. Host to post really was really beneficial of getting your numbers in for the perks members, to get that volume in, and also just the consistency. So both my stories, I have people it's, I don't know, I've been doing this for how long, since before April, and I still have people like, hey, what's the aloe all about, or what's the skinny brew? I'm like, I know you see my stories every day, but the stories and host to post are probably my biggest ones. And then also just messaging people, sending the messages. You can't just wait for people to come to you. You have to reach out, because sometimes they are interested. A lot of the time, most people are interested. They just don't have the courage to really say, hey, what is that?
So messaging. So are you messaging people that are watching your stories? Are you messaging just through your friends list? How are you messaging?
So I add people regularly, daily. And so after they've accepted and follow me for at least, I try to wait at least 10 days. Then I start reaching out to them. and then just following up people and just say, "Hey, did you get that?" Just checking in and
So what are you sending in the message? Like business? Are you looking like are you sending them, have you seen what I'm up to product wise?
yeah, I'm asking if they want to join my team, join the business. And then in order before that, I try not to just like cold call them. I do try to react to their stories or comment on their um I guess Instagram is kind of my go-to for the messaging part of things. So I do try to interact as much as possible on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so guys, catch that. Interaction, be consistent. You need to be posting on your stories and Facebook daily. So how often are you posting on your Facebook or Instagram? Every day?
Me?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Like
I try to, whether it's right away in the morning or just when I get home, I try to always post about the aloe skinny brew. And I've been really trying to get about just a new product that I've um, really enjoyed, which is recently the gummies and the hair serum. So, but yes, always aloe in my skinny brew. I have before and afters that I share when I reach out to people, or if they reach out to me. My aloe before and after is insane, and I'm just a huge gut health nut. So those are my go-tos. But yes, I try to post at least five different things in my stories a day, whether it be about those products and then also my son or just what's going on in life.
you guys, again, I think you'll hear this like broken record time. You got to be a product of the product. She didn't list every product in our lineup. She just gave you a clue. She likes gut health. Gut health is a big deal right now. So if you didn't catch that, find a couple things that you love and post about them, share about them. And it might not even be like you're putting it out there. You're just showing, making the aloe in the morning before you do anything else or whatever that is. And Danny, can you share with everybody what your Facebook is? Because I know people are going to be like, all right, we want to follow her. She's having success. And if you guys agree with me, she's so laid back, right? Like she just makes it sound like, well, this is all I do. It's so easy. Why aren't you all doing it? So what is your handle on Instagram and then Facebook?
I'll message it in here in the chat once I can find it here. You guys, I see this is how I'm not super techie. I can't even find it now. Where's it at?
So it's not Danny on Facebook, it's
It's
Danielle.
Danielle Miller.
Danielle Miller for you, those of you that want to go kind of check her out. And you guys, it's okay to copy the right cats. So people that are having success, always make sure that you're following them because I mean, that's the thing is I think sometimes we come into this even as new people and think, well, gosh, everybody does it or everybody's heard about it. You know, you don't get that right out of your head too, because you need to know that not everybody's heard this and anybody can do this with the commitment and sharing your before and after pictures, being consistent with the posting and reaching out. Truly, that's really all that it is. And we've got a system. Like I love that we have a chart that showed you, Danny, how to go diamond. So,
Yeah.
you know, I think a lot of people think, how do I go diamond? You guys, it's literally asking the question, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? So, you know, give yourself a 90-day
These
window.
are the
Yes,
charts.
the chart. You've got to print that out. If you don't know where you're going, you know, how do you get there? So I just saw you bring that up. So you gave some great tips of like, these are some things to do. I would definitely go follow her. Sarah, thank you for dropping her information in
Yeah.
there. She's an incredible leader as well. So
Yep.
we love you, Sarah. And Sarah's always another one you'd want to follow, and she's always making cute videos too. So Danny, you're following the right steps and following a leader that's, you know, doing the same thing you are, being consistent, sharing the product she loves. And then just offering, you know, the business or the product at a discount. And so, you know, as you're doing that, um, you know, you made that decision to go diamond. Was it overwhelming? Did you do it box by box? Like, what did you really focus on? Or are you still doing kind of the same thing, customers and distributors and just pushing forward?
Yeah, just pushing forward. I mean, my goal was to get to I want to get to triple diamond by the end of the year, but um it's gonna take a little bit of time. I still have that goal, but just box by box, just, Sarah, as you guys have seen, she's my team leader and she's fantastic. Just teaching me where to put volume and how to continue to keep your volume to be where you want to be. So mine is diamond. I looked, I think it was just on the 10th of September to see what it is, what volume I need to get to just stay at diamond, because just because you get there doesn't mean you're going to stay there. You have to work for it every day, get up and have the same mindset. Like, okay, what are we going to do today? How many customers are we going to get? I always try to go for distributors right away with messaging people at the beginning of the month, and then towards the end of the month, just to really push HAP and try to get those perk members in.
You guys, I love this. She's found something that works for her, and you're going to hear this. Everybody has a little bit different, same but different ways that they're going to kind of build. And some people love to get those distributors, go for getting distributors at the beginning of the month and then starting to go with customers. I like to do it all. Like, I'm not afraid to flip those people. Like, I would love them to become a distributor because they may lead you to more people. So, whatever that strength is, don't forget to offer, because you just don't know who's going to be ready when. But the volume is key. And I know that you guys have watched other videos and other trainings where we're talking about how to upsell and giving them the options of 1, 2, 3. So if you're doing a host to post, what is your go-to host to post that you feel like brings in the most customers?
The Skinny Brew. I've tried other ones, and Skinny Brew is just one that really sticks. People are really interested because you get all age groups. You get the younger ones, but you also get the older. And personally, I think if you're in your, mid 50s, a lot of people, I mean, they have that, they have the finances that they can use to, keep, not just do the 3 months. Like they continue to keep doing it after the 3 months. They love the product. And then they try other ones, like you always try to upsell. I always try to upsell the aloe and the greens. Again, gut health meat. But you get people that really love the product. And Skinny Brew is just, it's my favorite.
You guys, this one always blows me away. I'm like, I did not expect for her to say skinny brew. Did anybody else just be like mouth drop? Like, what do you mean you do skinny brew? So now everybody's probably going to be going and doing skinny brew host to post. So I don't know, but mostly what happens is you have to believe in what you're having people post for you. That is what I'm hearing with Danny. She loves the skinny brew. She loves the greens and the aloe for the gut health. And she has before and after pictures to share that. So whatever it is, whether that's gummies, skinny brew, still mind blown that you even just shared that. But whatever it is, you have to fall in love and share that. And again, she didn't share everything. She's reeling them in with a post and then offering the other things that she loves and upselling that way. So I do know, like, okay, that's a lot of volume. So with those 3 products, you're close to that 100 PV volume, maybe over. And, that takes 4 customers and you got a box done. So that can happen pretty quickly. If you're going box by box and going, okay, this distributor's in, I don't want to wait. Like, let's work on getting them to 400 to 500 in volume and then work on the next. And so when you can compartmentalize each one, it just goes so fast, right? Am I right there, Danny? You probably did a little bit of that.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
I want to share this with you guys. Something, actually, I'll ask you guys, are you guys okay with me sharing some information, I guess, that you, from people that have passed, left, and want to come back? Are you guys okay with me sharing? Okay. So I always want to make sure, like, this is something that I'm hearing. So sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to chart. I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to enroll. I hate the charts. And here's what I'm hearing: people that have been part of It Works and maybe they've left and they've decided to come back, is what they're finding is they love the system. They love the ability to actually look at the chart and know exactly what we need to do. So, that is something you can absolutely do this business and become a distributor and just enroll customers and not have to worry about, like, I don't want to build a business. I don't want to add team. You can do that completely on your own too and just get customers. But what I love is if you hear people say, go diamond, because ultimately that's your license to print money. We have kind of your roadmap to get you to where you want to be. And that's you enrolling customers and distributors. And when you bring that distributor in, teaching them the same things, and that diamond sheet fills up. So I love that. I'm hearing really good things that people had missed that because other companies didn't have that. So I wanted to encourage you, like, if you've never looked at a chart, that should be some homework for you tonight to go and print your chart. If you don't know where to get that, go into a team page that you're in or reach out to leaders to make sure that you have that. And you can get that in your back office. But we definitely want to make sure you have your diamond chart because you all are going to do something this weekend. If you're sitting around waiting, don't wait anymore. Like, go print off the chart. And if you've got people on your team, if you have distributors, tell them to print off the chart. Like, that's all we're going to focus on. Ruby to diamond, ruby to diamond. That's what we're going to do. So you did that. So you brought them on. You've got some distributors, Danny. Are you having them do the exact same thing you're doing, or what are you doing with new people coming in?
Yes, we have a system in place for new distributors and just steps for them to follow the first 30 days. I mean, not even just the first 30 days, forever. Um, steps to follow, post ideas, not just for products, but also like your why and things like that. So we have the system in place and just keeping in touch with them, checking in on them. I mean, it's very often the new ones kind of fall off right away. So just keeping tabs on them and just not even just about business, just checking in, be like, hey, how's it going? Like, is there anything I can help you with? Like, just, yes, keeping in touch with them and then following the steps that we have. We use boards and we just share it with everybody and they can go on it and come up with their post ideas. And if they need help with anything, responses, we have just sample responses and product info. It's awesome.
It's really pretty simple what we do. It's that decision to actually do it that trips us up, So I want you guys to know we get paid by enrolling customers and distributors, and there's all of the ways to do this. Like, you can do TikTok, you can do host a post with Skinny Brew now. Like, I'm gonna go do Skinny Brew because I now need to test it out. But I love Skinny Brew. So hearing that, I'm like, okay, and just not being afraid to get out of your own way and do the things. And that's what I love about this company, that we do have amazing products that are affordable. And wow, you guys are I've been seeing incredible things with upselling and making sure that, what I've heard is communication. Maybe you guys have got enrolled some distributors, and you guys, I have to give myself grace too. Like, I let people know, hey, you have the right to drive me crazy, but sometimes I don't always get back to people, or they get in and they might be afraid to message or whatever. So take that off of your plate right now and just reach out to people that might be on your team and just let them know, hey, I don't know if you've seen anything or have heard, but It Works is about to launch some things this weekend. And I know that I haven't reached out as much as I should. Do you want me to? Because I'd love for you to start making some, income that you really got started for. So that's some great this week. Do that if you haven't started and you've got some people, because not everybody knows what's going on. And again, don't beat yourself up if you haven't reached out or if you feel like you've not done a good job with your team. We're human. Like, that's the one thing that I know I have to remember is I'm human, and it's okay to reach back out. So communication is key. And Danny, you're saying all of the things that an ambassador would be sharing, or even somebody that just went Ruby. They're all really similar on, this is what we're doing and this is how we've done it. And so host to post, you're committed to those stories. Is there anything else that you feel like, this has really helped my business?
Just do it. Just do the steps and you have to believe in the product, and not just the product, but the business. And once you do, there's really, that just, it does it all for you, because you want to help people. You're not just doing the steps because it's part of the steps. Like, you want to help people, whether it's reach their goals on a fitness level, hair, the products, or the distributors that, you want to help people make extra income. It's tough right now. The economy is insane. Why wouldn't you want to help someone be more financial stable? So you just have to believe, and the business will work for you.
Sometimes you guys, you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's where I was at. And it was just, I was at a frustrating point in my life. And I wish somebody would have shared this business with me, even the products, because I was feeling fat. I was depressed. I wasn't my normal self. Our income was like nothing, going through bankruptcy, doing all those things. And I was just sick and tired of struggling. And I knew I wanted more. And so there's other people out there right now that are feeling that same way. And so I share that because I am not afraid to reach out to people, because I know I wish somebody would have reached out to me. So again, this is your kind of your homework tonight, is maybe there's somebody you've always been chicken to reach out to. Do it. What's the worst that case you're going to do? They're not going to say anything. Or they tell you no. Most people don't even say no, and they're not mean about it, but you've created a conversation so that this weekend, when things start to roll out, you have even more people to follow up with. So I want you guys to start stacking up as many conversations as possible, not only for distributors, for customers. Maybe there was old distributors from years ago that need to come back. Maybe there's current distributors on your team that you just need to let know, hey, this is what's coming. So don't be afraid to do that. We're setting it where I don't say we, it works, is setting you up for the most incredible fall if you want it. And I think Danny said it, just do it. Like there's no better thing that she could have said tonight other than just do it. She's herself. I still think she's just so laid back. Like, was this not a good Zoom, you guys? I'm like, she made it sound like, why did I need to come on here and share? Because you all on the Zoom know what we do. We gather customers and distributors, we take amazing products and we share about that. And we get people to post for us. It's really that simple. And so I want to just, challenge you guys this week to do things more than you ever have before, to make this the most incredible fall and holiday season, and not to struggle with inflation, not to be like, oh my gosh, where am I going to get my next paycheck, or how am I going to fill my gas, this week or whatever. We want to be able to give you guys that, setting you up for this fall, but then into the early year too of what's coming. So I am just super grateful that you were flexible. She was supposed to be on this past week, but we switched things a little bit around. So it worked out. But, you just said do it. Any last minute thoughts, ideas, anything you have to say?
Well, I'm not gonna be able to make it to green carpet, so I hope everybody has blast. I'm so excited. I want Sarah and the girls to like have me on a FaceTime during it. But yes, everyone have so much fun that's able to go, and I can't wait to hear what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear you go triple diamond. We'll have you back on when you go triple diamond
Yeah.
this year. I will speak that into existence. I feel like you're not stressed about it. It's just going to happen. You're going to do the work, and you guys, that's something. Do the work. Don't judge your journey by other people's. Like, you're going to get there when you get there, but just be consistent. Create your momentum. That is one thing that, Danny, if you're in that momentum right now with your team, use that to full capacity, because it's so much easier to push when you have momentum. And how do you get momentum? You have to be the captain of your ship. You got to go out and create that momentum for yourself, and then your team will follow suit. And that's something I wasn't exactly the most consistent person over the last couple of weeks, but it's not because the business doesn't work. It's because I've been in this for 14 years, and dang it, I had an awesome freaking birthday. So I enjoyed it, and it fueled me. And what I realized is, while I'm off, I miss you. I love people. I love to see the light bulbs go off. I love that anybody can come in this business and change their life and create that time freedom with their family, getting healthy, doing all of the little things, because that's important. So I want to be able to help each and every one of you guys get to where you want to be. There's so much room for everyone to become an ambassador diamond and beyond in this company. So why the heck not let's all go do that and create this massive movement with It Works. But I appreciate you, Danny. I appreciate you guys all for being on. I've missed your faces, so I love seeing you. I can't wait to see you guys at Green Carpet. if you are not there, make sure you're watching people's stuff because you are going to be blown away. But what's about to happen, it's going to be like a conference. So, forewarning you now, it is going to blow your mind and we can't wait. So, next week, Monday, will be a fire Zoom as well. So, thank you again, Danny.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
And we'll see you guys again next week. Bye.